Hi guys, welcome to Becky Tarot. My name is Becky. I'm a spiritual advisor, clairvoyant and energy reader. Okay, we're carrying on with the all signs. If you are interested in having a free oracle or tarot deck that is channeled towards your needs sent out, please comment your name and the word cards in the comment section and your name will go in the draw. If you're interested in a private reading, info's in the box down below. Just chuck me an email. Let's see who's next. We've done Capricorn and Aquarius. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, Sag. Okay. What do you want? Okay, you want vision. Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Okay, so Sagittarius, you've been working on something. So what I'm seeing is, I don't know if you know how candles are made. Well, like the ones that you dip in, they hang on like a string or thing. And you dip, and then it dries. And then you dip, and you dip, and it dries. It's a process. And I'm hearing layers, because it does. And that's why they use different colours. So as they burn or whatever, and then they carve out a design, and you have the different colours in layers. So I'm hearing layers. You have been building something. It's been taking a time, and it's because it requires layers of stuff. But you've been doing really well, and you've been just rolling with it. Like, this could be so many different things, so just take it how it resonates, because it's something, like, I don't feel like it's been taking over your life, but you've been dipping, you've been dry, leaving it out to dry, doing your thing, getting shit done, going back to it all, next layer. Like, it's chill. It's chill. People have been coming up and talking to you and asking you what you're doing, and you're like, oh yeah, I do this. And some people are like, oh my god, that's well cool. And some people are like, oh right, okay, whatever. I do very much, I'm getting expansion. So how I'm seeing it is, you're just at like a small, like double desk, a bit smaller than my desk here, right? And then I can see like the candle things, and I can see like the dipping pots. And I believe when you first started this, people were a bit like, okay, whatever. But you never listened. You were like, okay, well, I'm doing it for me. 222 was on the time of them. But something's going to happen. It's going to expand, because within a blink, you're just doing it. And with a blink of an eye, oh, someone's like, I've got something for you. And you're like, oh, okay. And they're like, here. And they wheel in. It's like it's the same dynamic, but it's bigger. And it's like more candles can hang, more dipping pots, and it's like upgraded, it's new, it's nice. And you're like, but you've never even thought about that, because you just do it and you enjoy it and you like what you do. Like, you went 0303 on the time of them, Sagittarius. So yeah, you're a bit like, oh my god, like, really? And they're like, yes, you are really good at that, like, and you clearly enjoy it. So if by giving you this, you can, it's like double the take, if you like. So I don't feel like I feel like you've been, like, how it shows me is you've been making candles. They've just been for yourself. And then sometimes you make one and you'll be like, oh, I'll give that to so and so for their birthday. Like, it's a bit of that vibe. It's not been, but when this person gives you more, it's like your stock can be created obviously quicker. And then you're like, oh, maybe, like, it transitions you into a dynamic where you're like, oh, so maybe I could just sell some. Like, because I can just do double now, and I'm just going to have lots of candles around, because they take me a while. Like, they're really big candles. So, like, they're not something that can just burn overnight. So it opens a door, because that was given to you, and it opens a door to be able to have, I suppose, more movement on this and shift this into a different route. So it's just the beginning of that door opening, because you're like, oh, maybe I could just sell some, like because you're only just doing it for yourself. It's not here, you're not making money off of this, like serious money. But I have a suspicion, well, not a suspicion, I know that this will end up being a fully successful thing, like business or whatever this is. But it's such a process, and there's a reason for that. It's such a justice at the end of this, because people were so like, and what's going to happen, like I said, it's not so much of, I know I said a blink of eye, but it's not, it doesn't just go to like, oh my god, like overnight so many people know about your candles and they want them, and it's not like that. This is a slow burner and it just turns later. So not yet. Obviously you start being able to create more and it gives you more stuff, more time or whatever from it, like, and then you're beginning the seed to like, oh, maybe I could sell them. And then what happens, more people hear about you. They have one bought for them, for a friend, for a birthday, and they're like, I loved this candle. I want another one because it's running out. And then they're like, and they tell their friend, and they tell their friend, and all of a sudden, things are slow, like it's a slow burner thing, Sagittarius. Things get more and more and more. And then I see you being like, okay, I need another upgraded system. So you went from that double thing to that person willing and buying you a 4 thing. Now you need another 4 thing over here. So you've got 8, and it's like, okay. And it slowly turns into a very successful thing. Like, I'm saying business, but it might not be business. Please take the energy however it resonates for you. But it's a slow process. It comes in layers for a reason. But this, in the end, is going to be extremely successful. And it's like, you wasn't even doing it, like, really for that. And it just turned into that. And there's something about how you really, because it came in layers, you really mastered this. I hope that makes sense. Okay, then what these ones? Sorry. Spirit has been lobbing a ring at me for about a week now. Every time it gets flung off. I don't know if you heard that. Hang on, let me show you. So it keeps flinging off. And I've put it in different places, but my jewellery thing, I've got like necklaces hanging and crystals at the bottom. This heart ring keeps being thrown at me. So there's something to do with commitment. I'm actually single at the moment, but I'm actually talking to one guy, but I don't know what there's a representation of commitment. So it's interesting that Spirit keeps lobbing this at me, but they've done this in your readings. So something regarding commitment here. So we have forgiveness, abandoned, tribe, and communication. So this is obviously probably not going to be about the thing that we saw the vision for. This is going to be maybe the love sector, especially with the pink heart ring coming out. So forgiveness, mirroring, crossroads. So you could be shifting out of the last energy of forgiving yourself, I feel here. Yeah, reflecting, and you've been at a crossroads, or it feels like for a while. It doesn't feel like a decision crossroads as in what route do I go. It feels like you might have back and forth about someone or something sometimes, like, do I even want that? And it's a crossroads energy, not so much of that way or that way, but it's always underlining. And then you could be dealing with someone where it's a bit like confusing, and your emotions go up and down, and their actions towards you go up and down, and it's like, oh, do I just leave this for good, or do I just continue? It could be the business thing we've been talking about, or whatever that is. You've been like, but it feels more like almost forgiving yourself for just dragging yourself through this for a long time, because you've been back and forth for a long time. Like, do I just abandon this? Do I just release this pain that this person may have brought to me, or all of this, do I just release it? We have return, crossed over by 5th dimension. Okay, so actually what I'm getting, Sagittarius, is you may be dealing with someone that it's been a bit toxic. It's been a bit confusing, like I said, and it's been a bit of a whirlwind. I don't feel like you two are like together. The energy doesn't feel like you're together in the 3D, but I could be wrong. And you have been at a back and forth for a while with dealing with this person. Like, do I just fucking cut them off forever, or do I just? And then you heal a bit, and you're like, do you know what? I'm happy. I'm doing my best I can. Like, let's just surrender. And then something happens, and you're like, oh my god, I'm so sick of this. Like, it's a bit. That's how you've been at a crossroads energetically. So check this. might be for all of you. For some of you, this person that's been confusing with may have had third parties or a third party, right? And that also added to the pot. So weirdly, not weirdly, but that's been put on pause. So you may know or have noticed that the third party that they've been dealing with is being removed, okay? Check this. So the person you're dealing with has really strong ego, pride and ego, that the divine's been trying to break down, spirit's been trying to break down, but they've been really fighting it. I think they've been holding on to a third party for some time just because of their pride and ego. I think that person has really strong feelings for you, but they fight it because of their pride and ego. This person feels two-faced. This person's told a lot of lies about you, and that's how their pride and ego is. So this person's told a lot of lies about you to the point where it's like, even though their heart is dying to connect and be with you, their pride and ego won't let them because they've talked so much shit and told so many lies about you. So they're still in that low vibration of like caring about what other people think, telling lies about like whoever this is and all of that. So they stay stuck to a third party because that the facade was what they wanted, right? But they didn't actually want to be there. It was just a facade. So check this. That is actually being put on pause. So your person you've been dealing with for some time, you may notice is being pulled away, or the third party is being pulled away. But the second that happens, you or someone else returning towards you. This could be someone else from your past, or it could be from past life. But this person you've got an insane spiritual connection with. This person helps you with your self-worth, unlike the one you've been dealing with who doesn't help you with your self-worth. Now, not that you rely on other people, but spirit has been and is giving you signs that this person is returning, but you've been not catching it or being like, nah, sorry, nah. I'm getting, they're pointing at their ears, so you may have been hearing their name. So hearing is very important. Not, they could have been seeing it or whatever, but hearing, they're saying hearing. Spirit keeps getting people to say their name around you, so you realise they're coming back. They've been giving you signs. So the second the person you've been dealing with is kind of released or broken out of the pause to their third party drama, you actually get brought someone else in, and spirit is giving you the signs. Yeah, and you're going to have communication from this person. The communication is going to be really healing for you in general. It's really going to help you ascend forward into a completely new direction. There's almost like, I feel like you've been spiritually connected to this person. If it's someone from your past, and you've always been pulled back energetically towards them, but you've been a bit like, well, no, maybe they've gone off and they've been with someone else or got married and had a family and this. So you've just really fought that energy. And it's such a realization of, oh my God, why was I should have really stopped being in denial about that, because here they are. Like, here they fucking are. And you do move into a new direction with this person. For some of you, that person may be, you know, I said someone wheels in, the like, look, here's an upgraded system. That may be come from this person. You've had to have extreme patience, like I said, but I also feel like you may have been in a bit denial, like just written it off, but this was mad patience. Yeah, I would like to say, with this person that's returning from the past, not the one that really just has been dabbling with a third party and causing you to be confused. I do have divine masculine and divine feminine in conclusion. So I am going to say it, if there was someone from your past that you thought was your twin flame or thought was your counterpart, but then things happened and, you know, it's been a long, I think there's been some serious time between this. You may have felt like they were your kind of one, but you had to really break yourself and work for them, accept like, no, well, even if they chose their direction. And then you've been dealing with someone that's quite toxic and really makes you feel like you really struggle with your self-worth with someone, whereas this person you don't. And by having this communication, it's so healing. It really is the realization that, oh my God, we really are counterparts. We really are. Yeah, and under that is, the answer is yes. I do believe you should just say yes to this person, as in like really give them a chance. Don't let your ego get in the way from the past, because this could be something very, very powerful. Very powerful. I'm going to finish there, Sagittarius. So I hope that resonates for you. If you're interested in a private reading, chuck me an email at bekibtarot@gmail.com. Info is in the box down below. And in the meantime, I send you so much love and light. Bye.